riding the Floridian all the way from Deland, Florida to Chicago, Illinois. It's early June, the sun is just starting to set across the tracks in Deland, and my son and I are about to board Amtrak's Floridian with a great sense of adventure, a piece of luggage full of snacks, and of course, ready to ride the rails all the way to Chicago. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel, whichever it may be. So come along with us, let's hop aboard, and we'll tell you what all the numbers turn out to be when we're finished. Well, here she comes, albeit a little late. Amtrak is kind of notorious for not really running on time. A lot of that doesn't have much to do with Amtrak itself, because they don't own most of the tracks that they run on. But you'll see that during our trip across country, we have several occasions where they run quite late and some where they run on time. So your best bet is not to be in a hurry and just enjoy the trip, and then you can really have a great time. One of us is still getting a little sleep. From the Spanish moss of northern Florida to the rolling hills of Kentucky, Indiana, and the landscape in between, everything transformed past us like a postcard. I filmed snippets through the window of the train, watching sunrises over sleepy towns and misty rivers, even the occasional deer or elk or other animal darting through the brush. The gentle rhythm of the rails became a soundtrack to the reflection, journaling, and a few impromptu interviews with fellow travelers. Everybody was really nice. Here's a couple of pro tips. Pack snacks. The dining car is decent, but a variety of things helps from time to time. Bring a blanket and a pillow. The air conditioner does seem to have a mind of its own. And if you're going to travel and do some vlogging or take a lot of photos or video, make sure you grab a window seat early. Those views are gold in most of these towns. Finally, a sleep mask and earplugs is also a good idea. Let's head to the snack car, see if we can find something to eat. If you want more information on their menu in the snack car, I'm sure you can find it online. But just know that they have a large variety of items that can either be microwaved or that don't need heated up. I particularly liked the egg cups, which was like 2 little mini omelets that you got in the morning for just a couple of dollars. There are occasions when the dining car won't be full of reservations, and then they'll announce to the coach passengers that you could make a reservation for the dining car. This will be announced throughout all the cars, and they give you an opportunity to go back and make a reservation. Then they'll set you a time when you can go back again and sit down for dinner. Keep in mind, their dining car dinner menu for coach passengers is $45. That does include, the main entree, whatever comes with that, also dessert and an alcoholic drink if you choose, but it is $45. If you stop at one of the like Union Station or one of the other stations that have food places inside, you're much better off to eat at those places and bring it on the train rather than the $45. Amtrak does have good food, but I'm not sure it's quite worth $45. The seats are very comfortable and spacious. There's actually about 4 feet of space in between each seat, front to back. They're wider than airline seats and they're very comfortable. We'll cover more in another video. Here we are after we just got into Washington's Union Station. We'll be stopping here for probably 20 to 30 minutes, so we had plenty of time to go hunt for something good to eat. those of you who might be interested, here's a travel tip if you happen to be going through Washington, D.C.'s Union Station. They have a whole host of fast food restaurants up inside Union Station that can be easily accessed. Generally, this stop for Amtrak trains is a smoke break and a stretch break, and they usually have large turnover on their passengers loading and offloading. So you generally have probably 20 to 30 minutes in this station, which should give you plenty of time to run upstairs, which...
Yeah, luckily I was able to run inside and see there were plenty of food options like a McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, Taco Bell, among many others. So I was able to sneak in there and grab us some Chick-fil-A for the train ride, which was half the price of the dining car, and that is the per person price for the dining car.
Yeah, actually better than half the price. The dining car's $45 per person tonight. We were able to get Chick-fil-A, and I had a salad, he had a sandwich meal. It was only $24 and some change. So much better option, and it was much better food than eating in the cafe car, which does have some good options, but is a little bit expensive for what they offer, and everything they offer is microwave type food. So.
And that's our little travel tip for going through Washington, D.C. Union Station. Not brought to you by Chick-fil-A. And remember, keep traveling just for fun.
Not sure if you've noticed, but the windows on Amtrak trains are really pretty dirty overall. I finally decided to clean the window myself at one of our stops because I was able to reach it, but it wasn't too long before our Chicago stop, so it didn't really benefit me a whole lot. Rolling into Union Station felt almost cinematic. The architecture, the buzz, the scale, it was just a far cry from Deland's quiet charm, sleepy small town. I stepped off the train with a camera full of footage, head full of ideas, and walked into the grand hall of Chicago Union Station. Now it's got my attention. If you're chasing adventure, don't overlook the journey itself. Sometimes the slow road reveals the richest stories. Until next time, keep traveling just for fun. On to the next leg.